It's been nearly 7 months since the official release of SkaterXL on all platforms, but getting into modding on PC has never been more complicated. What we're going to do today is a top 10 countdown of the most essential mods on PC for everybody. And it actually is a countdown from number 10 to number 1, so definitely pay attention to the whole video if you want to get the most out of it. So hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into the video. So number 10 on our list is called the XL menu mod by MCBte. You might be able to see what it does right off the bat here. It makes the menu dark. So if you don't have this mod installed, this is what the game looks like without the mod. It sorts all of the brands into their respective categories with a little logo. So it's kind of like an organization mod just for the menu and stuff. Makes it look a little bit nicer. Number 9 on our list is the XL multiplayer mod by Silent Boz. You have a whole interface here which helps you navigate different servers. So nobody's in the game with me right now, but this is multiplayer. So people can join this lobby up to 20 people, I believe, and we can skate Grand Park together. Number 8 on our list is the XL animation modifier by Tave at MCBte. All this does is actually quite simple. It just cancels one animation and it makes the game look more fluid. He slowly goes back to his position, a lot slower. Instead of snapping back, he slowly rotates back to his original position. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but it just helps him get back to his normal stance a little bit better, and it makes the game look more fluid. It doesn't always work, but when it does work, it makes the game just look better, it gives you more style, and I think it's really nice to have. Number 7 on our list is the exposure controller mod by DaVinci. This is a mod that lets you adjust the exposure in the game, and that's pretty much all it does. Sometimes this mod is useful for situations like this, for example. So we're at Cardiff Skate Park by Yaki. If I turn it on, you can see that it reduces the exposure right off the bat. If I reduce this, I can turn it all the way down, and we can go right to nighttime. You can turn basically any map into nighttime. The only issue is there's obviously no light to go along with it, so you need to have a few other mods to spawn in lights. Combine this with a little bit of light from my camera, maybe like a little bit like this, and now the map is a little bit better looking, right? So this is why the map looks the way it does now. I have a light behind my character. The exposure is turned down. I just fell. Number 6 on our list is the Gear Utilities mod by DaVinci. So for starters, you can change your hair to whatever you want. There's a couple pretty cool styles, and there's a couple that are kind of questionable, but there are different kinds of hairstyles here they won't see in the game normally. You can also change the color of the hair too to go along with it. There's do-rags, beanies, fisherman beanies, helmets, ski masks, pretty much everything you want in terms of hats, glasses, hair, watches, accessories. That's all it really does. So now we're down to the top 5. These are the most essential mods to the game, and these are absolute game changers. So at number 5, we have the Deck FX mod by Klepto. So you can have a wide board, you can have a short board, skinny board, long board. You can change the shape of your board too to different shapes even as well, like this. So you can change the wheels and trucks to different lengths and widths as well. You can change the power slide friction to be easier or tougher. You can make your wheels sound softer or harder. You could add board wear to the board, so whenever you grind, over time it actually wears out your board. Super essential to any skateboarding game to be able to customize your skateboard to how you want to skate it. Number 4 on our list is the sound mod by JBoogie and Babo. All this mod does is replace the original sound files in the game to have real skateboarding sounds. It makes the game really immersive, so it's not a game-changing mod, but it makes the game much more enjoyable to play. Especially with grinds. The sounds are incredible. It makes the game more immersive, makes the sound and feel better. And also the sounds I'm using right now, there's different kinds of sound mods out there that sound differently. The ones I'm using right now, these are VX1000 camera sounds. So these were recorded with a VX1000 camera. So when you film like this or with a camera, you already have camera sounds. Damn, that was nice. Number 3 on our list is actually a combination of 2 different mods, but they kind of serve the same function. This is the Map Editor mod by DaVinci and the Object Dropper by MCBte and Squeegee Danotoy. So this mod is kind of like the Create a Park Builder. You can spawn in objects, make your own skate park and objects and stuff. I think the Map Editor mod by DaVinci is extremely cool because this apeshit mode lets you actually go places where you can't normally go. So it lets you delete stuff in the map, right? So as you can see here, there's an invisible wall which prevents me from going outside the map. But with this mod, all you have to do is click the invisible wall, delete it, and now you can travel. This mod is really useful to get places where you can't normally get in the game. You could spawn in objects and skate stuff that you can't normally skate in the game. You could fix things, you could make your own spots. But not only that, we also have the Object Dropper mod by MCBte and Squeegee. This mod is built right into the UI itself. It's right in the UI right here. And it has a menu like this to spawn in objects with. You can spawn them in like this. You can also spawn in like Carl, for example, which is right here. Cars even as well too. You can save all this stuff for later. And that is what you can do with the Map Editor mod. Like I said earlier, you can use the exposure controller mod like this make the map nighttime. So I have the light spawned in with the map editor mod by DaVinci. I'm at Easy Day High School. Number 2 on our list, we have the XL graphics mod by Babo. This is the mod that makes my gameplay look the way it does, so it's the camera mods. This is why my camera follows my skater. It's called the follow camera, and my settings are set up to my preferences. So if you don't like the way it looks, you can set it up to however you want it to look. You can go up and down, you can have different positions like this, be wherever you want. You can go back and forward, you can skate way back here if you wanted to. You can play however you want in the games. This mod also allows you to have a light on your camera too, so if you want to use the exposure controller to make the map nighttime like this, and now you can film at nighttime. Also, you can change the render distance to make the game run better. I could go to render distance, so I can make it render like this, and now you can't see that ugly background, and now the game looks amazing, right? So if I reduce the render distance just like by itself, you can see that it makes the game run much smoother, but it also changes how far you can see too. So this mod is pretty overwhelming when you first get it. There's a lot of functions built into this mod, and you have to play with this mod for a few weeks to understand what you can really do with this, but it's a really, really powerful tool for Skater XL. The follow camera and the fisheye camera are absolute game changers, and I cannot live without them. This mod needs to be in the game. So now we are down to number 1. As you may have already guessed, this is the XXL mod by DaVinci, better known as the stats menu. So if I press the F7 button here, this is what changes the core gameplay for Skater XL. You can change the gravity to make your guy pop high. You can make him pop low. You can change the grind pop force, the manual pop force, how fast the board flips, how slow it flips, how fast your body spins, how hard you pump, how fast you push. You can put it on manual catch, make the game really tough to play. You can change your leg settings too. This is every single thing involved with tricks and everything in the game. Late flips, pressure flips, vertical flips, back flips. You got baby pop, we have hippie ollies. You could turn off your pop delay to make yourself pop quicker. You could change your grind angle to make the grinds look better, make blunts more blunty looking. So it's a pretty complicated mod. You could do a lot of stuff with this, and it's gonna take a long time to get used to this. Many hours, but this is the most essential mod in the game. This is the game-changing mod that everybody on PC has. This is what people spend $1,000 to buy a computer just to play with. This mod is the game-changing mod that needs to be added to the game. Alright guys, well that is basically it for today's video. Hopefully this kind of breaks down the top 10 most essential mods you guys need on PC. I think that these functions that these mods provide definitely need to be considered to be added to the core game, especially the XXL mod in the stats menu. Even the sound mod, the object dropper, some of these features are so essential to skateboarding games that they need to be considered. If you guys want to see more videos like this, leave a comment below. I think that videos like this are pretty essential at this point because there's so many mods on PC. It's so overwhelming and so confusing to get into mods that people want to know what's the most important one to have. And I think doing these kinds of videos every few months as stuff rolls out, it'll be really, really helpful for people. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. It does help me out a ton, helps me make more videos like this for you guys. And other than that, guys, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.